Good morning, everyone. It is Monday,
Monday.
and I'm here with the spectacular, beautiful, incredible Yvette.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. So,
And we're here with Bear.
we're here with Bear as well. Before we actually get started talking about what we're going to talk about today, I just want to point out Yvette made a commitment to do a program called,
75 hard.
and explain to them what that is.
Gosh. Yeah, over the Thanksgiving holiday, my youngest was talking about something she's tried to do a couple times, but wasn't able to complete it. And I thought, well, heck, we should all, join you and we'll support you. Didn't understand what this program was. Never heard of it. Well, what this is for 75 days, you have to commit to working out twice a day, 45 minutes, two workouts, one indoor and one outdoor. It doesn't matter if it's raining outside,
Like today.
if it's snowing. Later, yeah. So I was up at 5 a.m. working out to try to fit it in. Then you also have to drink a gallon of water. You also have to read 10 pages of a nonfiction book, which is fine. Listen, self development. And you have to adhere to a diet. Well, I'm just fasting. So I fast for 16 hours. So I start eating, break my fast at 10 a.m. I finish eating at 6 p.m. What else?
No, yeah.
Oh, and there's no cheat days. No cheat days, no wine, nothing like that for 75 days. And and then you have to do a progress pick every single day. If you miss one of those components, you have to start all over again.
And I can tell you that Yvette won't miss one day because she's already written everything out, and she's on. Well,
the water is already measured. The water's already halfway done.
Yeah, a gallon of water. So she's already halfway through day 2 of 75. But we were talking about this when we were up with the family, and we were talking about doing this program. And one of the things we said is, it's 75 days, but what we look at is we say, hey, we just took one day at a time. Like one of the 70. Today is day 1, and we're focused on day 1, and we'll get all the things we need to do, and then from there, we go to day 2, day 3, but it's one day at a time, right? Because if you look at the whole thing is 75
days. It's overwhelming. It's really
right.
overwhelming. And I mean, we have a friend who's I think on day 50, and I really didn't know what he was doing, but now watching his videos, I'm like, nope. I don't ever want to be out at 10:30 at night running in the dark, even though I was up at 5 a.m. in the dark writing in my room. But I mean, it takes a lot. I mean, a lot of planning. That's the thing for me. I mean, everything is written out for day 2. It is written down hour by hour.
And and this is all about mindset, right? You could do a 75-day program like this, but if your mindset isn't solid, there'll be a day where you wake up and you'll say, I don't feel like doing this. I'll do it later, and then it gets later, and you end up missing it, and then you end up
and then you gotta start all over,
starting over, and then maybe even say I'm done, right?
Yeah. There's many people who have started this thing 5, 10, 15 times because they'll miss just one of those components. That's it. If you miss, let's just say 5 ounces of water, you're starting all over.
Starting from scratch.
And I mean, there's nobody checking up on you. You're checking up on yourself. So, I mean, you don't want to not be honest about it.
I mean, that's why this guy started that program. He started this really to develop your mindset, because once you get through the 75 days, you could essentially do anything, right? That's the mindset. I was able to do all these things for 75 days straight. Now I can really do anything I set my mind to.
And it's free. The amazing thing is that this guy has it out there. It's free. He doesn't charge.
Right.
It's free.
Which is really cool.
And the thing is, I was listening to his podcast, and he says, when you complete this is like nothing you've ever done before. When you are done, it's like you climbed Everest.
Right. Well, yeah, that's exactly right. You're doing one step at a time.
We are at the base right now. It's day 2. And, we'll just keep, but it's day by day. We don't go, oh, we have 50 more days. Nope. I do it just like we did the half marathon. It's, mile by mile here.
One step at a time. That's exactly right. So let's jump into what we're going to talk about today. So if any of you out there have read The Secret, comment below. Yes, I read The Secret. The book, that book was a pretty good book, right? It was about ask, believe, receive. Billions. I think it was a billion people read that book. That's like a lot of people. But there's a new book
I know you're super excited.
That she just put out. It's called The Greatest Secret. And what I can tell you is it's amazing. I stayed up the other night. It was like till 1:45 in the morning reading the book because it was so powerful. Jillian, you already read it. What did you think of it, Jillian? Comment. Let me know. I'm interested to hear what you think. I think it's a phenomenal, phenomenal book. One of the things that I wanted us to talk about with everyone was in the book, what it's talking about a lot is that chatter that goes on in our mind. I can't do this. What am I going to do? All that negative talk that goes on. And what the book says is that we are not that voice in our head. You read The Secret. So if you read The Secret, not the new one, you have to read the new one. It is phenomenal, phenomenal. But one of the things in the book that it says is that voice in our head, the mind and the body is not who we are. That's not us. We're kind of this awareness. And if you think about this for a second, we can sit back and watch the dialogue that goes on in our head. Like you can actually sit back and watch it happening. That discussion of why you're not good enough or why you can't do something. That voice that's just good. We can sit back and actually listen to it almost like we're watching a movie. So the point that she's making in part of the book is that we are not that voice. And the more that we can just step back and be aware that that is just a voice that's doing its own thing and it's based on beliefs, but that's all it is. It's not who we are. So what do you think about that?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we read something. I mean, you were up, forget it. You were even reading it, I think, last night. I fell asleep. Yeah. But I'm excited because I also heard her interview. I mean, she is very particular on who she will allow to interview her.
Yeah.
But she was super excited to write this book because it goes more in depth from
way
the
more.
On the mindset, which I'm super excited to read.
But have you ever had the experience
Yes.
where you're able to sit back and watch the voice?
Well, it was after I read what's that one book we read?
Michael Singer.
Yes, and it was really understanding. It's just like, okay, so I'm not crazy, and it's just saying, okay, that voice, my roommate, can you just be quiet?
And what the book says to do is, again, we just take baby steps, right? We don't have to make this amazing, miraculous jump or leap. All it says is the next time that we have those negative thoughts running in our head, just take a step back. It's almost like you're zoomed in on a camera and you zoom out like this. And you literally, my body actually goes back and I kind of just watch the thoughts for a second and watch it happen. And as you do that, you're actually being who you are, which is just awareness. Like we're aware of what's actually happening. And when we are that awareness, we're actually filled with lots of peace, love, happiness, and we're not that negativity. That's just its own thing working its own way. And all we do each day, again, this is what I'm suggesting today, just take a step back and watch the voice and say, wait a second, if I'm able to watch that voice, that's not really me. Like I'm watching it do its thing. So that can't be me. Maybe that's just a program that's running on autopilot and it's not really who I am and it doesn't dictate what I do. Because if I can just step back and look at it, I see it from a different light. What do you think?
Oh, I think that's,
pretty cool, right?
Yeah. I mean, my chatter has quieted down because I am now aware. But I mean, there are times, there's still days where there is that chatter and it's just like, why is that going on? So today I will be more mindful.
Yeah.
And just really step back and.
So yeah, it's again, just step back, watch it and just say, wait a second, how do I feel when I'm just sitting back and watching it rather than participating with that negativity, right? And what we'll all find is, because I've been practicing it the last few days here, and I feel amazing. Like I feel so peaceful because I'm actually just stepping back. Like when I normally get into the shower, that voice kicks in and like, all right, what am I going to do today? How am I going to do this? What if I don't do that? And instead I just sat back and I just watched it. And then when you watch the voice, it starts to get faint and then slowly disappears off into the distance. And then you're just sitting there being aware and relaxing and peaceful, and it's just an amazing feeling. So if you're feeling stressed, if you're feeling upset, if you're feeling angry, if you're feeling hurt, this is a great practice to do. Real simple. Step back, watch the voice. Again, she says, pretend you're a camera and you're zoomed in, right? You're zoomed in. Hey, what's up? The queen is with us. You're zoomed in on the problem, or you're zoomed in on the voice. And then all of a sudden, when you realize what you're doing, just zoom out and then watch it. And just watch it, and then it'll disappear, and then you'll start to feel amazing. So that's it. Any last thoughts before we jump off?
And listen, if any of you guys want to join us for the 75 hard chop down, we can give you the info, or you can go on his, Instagram. If any of you guys would love a challenge before the holidays.
Yeah, so I think what Yvette's saying, if you would like to do the challenge with her, because I'm not doing this one. This challenge I did not take on myself.
You're part of the group. I mean, you're part of our.
I'm a support system. Yes. I'm there. Absolutely have your back all throughout the process.
You decided not to.
But 75 days, 2 workouts a day, a gallon of water, reading. It's a whole system. Yeah. But you're doing it, and you're on day 2, and tomorrow's day 3.
Halfway done day 2.
Halfway. She started at 5 a.m.
5 a.m.
And it's already,
Sometimes you guys will see me around here, walking. I will be walking in the rain today.
She's good at walking in the rain, but I guess it motivates you, right? It gets you pumped. But do you start thinking about things as you're doing this?
Yeah, I'm super pumped because I'm the kind of person, I already have everything written down. I will complete this. So my thing was, I wanted to help Kat to, power through and finally, complete this. Because I thought it's gonna make her feel amazing. And then, well, for the rest of us a part of this too. So it's gonna be amazing. Yeah. Keep you updated. You guys will see me walking around, running around.
Yeah. So have a wonderful Monday.
We'll see you Friday.
We'll see you on Friday. If you have any questions about what we were talking about today, just reach out to me. I'm happy to talk to you about it because I think it's so powerful. It's one of the most powerful things that I've ever read. Wow. And that says a lot because I've read a lot of things. But at the same time, to read it, you also need a certain level of awareness to really understand it. So if you read it and you're not really understanding it, just reach out. I'm happy to talk to you about it because I feel like it's such an important thing. That's it.
Yeah.
Have a great Monday. We love you. We appreciate you. We will see you on
Friday.
Take it easy.